This is Hawk News with your very own Hawk News team. Where Country Meadow students strive to be leaders. And now, the news.
Good morning, Country Meadow, and welcome to Winter Wednesday! Today, the 4th graders are going to the hospital. And tomorrow, the 4th graders are going to Indianapolis. So make sure you look at that Chihuly sculpture, the Fireworks of Glass, which stands 43 feet tall. It's huge! The track meet is tonight, and these are the participants from the boys. The boys are Sam from Mrs. Owen's class, me, Anthony from Mrs. Owen's class, Ryan from Mrs. Griffin's class, Carter from Mrs. Griffin's class, me, Gage from Mrs. Griffin's class, and Mason from Mrs. Meyer's class. The girls we have are Elizabeth from Mrs. Owen's class, Carly from Mrs. Griffin's class, Parker from Mrs. Griffin's class, Amara from Mrs. Owen's class, Hannah from Mrs. Griffin's class, Monique from Mrs. Meyer's class, Adrian and Dominique from Mrs. Meyer's class, and Tori from Mrs. Griffin's class. Dude, do you have to say that after everything I do? Maybe. Work Hard, Play Hard is in 17 days on the last day of school. And to earn Work Hard, Play Hard, you have to have 12 out of 17 days with 1 mark or less. I was going to say that. Oops.
I-Step is still going. Work, work, work. And be quiet in the halls. Quiet.
Today's weather will be a high of 79 and a 40% chance of rain. 40% chance. Today for lunch we were having sloppy Joe, bean medley, apple slices, and milk.
Sup, peeps?
If you could have a superpower, which one would you have? And why?
I would have super speed.
I would have I would have be able to fly because that way I could fly to school.
I would choose super speed. You could get there in like
Fly,
5 seconds
fly,
and be
fly,
ready.
fly.
You could be ready in like 10 seconds and then like be at school in like half of one.
I'm still voting on super speed.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I think I would choose to be able to clone myself so that I could have one of me out doing the yard work and one of me doing the laundry and then one of me could be reading a book.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Super strength. Wait, I already have super strength. Look at these guns.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Super strength.
Super strength. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
To be single, pringle, ready to make. No. To fly.
To fly?
Yes, I can be tall.
The Fireworks of Glass in the Indianapolis Children's Museum is under a skylight, so it receives natural light. Fifth graders are meeting a nutritionist, and she's teaching them about a snack with sneaking.
Vegetable. Plan a protein.
The nutritionist.
Plan a whole grain.
but true.
The bombardier beetle can shoot hot poison from its rear end 500 times a second.
500 times in 1 second.
Hot poison from its rear end.
Teachers 101.
Did you know that Mrs. Griffin said on her sheet of paper that she doesn't have a thing that she did that was most fun? What? So you never did anything fun or funny? Okay, Mrs. Griffin, or G-Force, okay? On your sheet it said that you never did anything funny or most fun. What? Pretty sure that's not true.
I do kind of have a funny story. There was a time 3 or 4 years ago when my family and I went to Michigan to Lake Leelanau on vacation, and we thought it would be fun to sail a Hobie Cat sailboat. So we rented a Hobie Cat sailboat. And when we went to pick it up, the guy gave us like 5 minutes worth of lessons on how to sail it, and then put me on it by myself to sail it back to the place where we were staying. And my husband and kids went in the car and were going to meet me there. But I didn't know how to sail the sailboat. So I was out on this lake by myself, terrified because I was on the sailboat and didn't know how to control it. And when we got to the place where we were staying, I almost crashed it into the dock. And at the very last second, I was able to turn it and it didn't crash into the dock. But then I headed right back out to the middle of the lake by myself, out of control, while my family stood on the dock and laughed at me. So that's my story.
No offense, but I would laugh too.
You guys need to make sure you stay away from things like that.
This is Hawk News, signing off.
You guys need to make sure you stay away from things like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.